The world of podcasts has seen rapid growth over the past few years, but few shows have generated the cultural impact, conversations, and loyal listenership that Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy has achieved. What began as a provocative, unapologetically bold show about sex, dating, and relationships has since evolved into a space where some of the most influential figures in entertainment, business, and media come together to share personal stories. Now, the podcast is taking its mission to new heights by spotlighting women, their struggles, their triumphs, and their journeys to empowerment. Recently, Call Her Daddy has hosted several high-profile guests, including Khloé Kardashian and Chelsea Handler, who have used their episodes to uplift women, inspire resilience, and celebrate authenticity. These moments highlight just how far the podcast has come since its early days, and how its influence extends beyond laughs and shock value to meaningful cultural dialogue. Khloé Kardashian opens up on vulnerability and strength. When Khloé Kardashian joined Alex Cooper for a candid episode, fans expected the usual tabloid chatter. Drama about relationships, family conflicts, or fashion trends. Instead, what they received was an unfiltered conversation that offered rare glimpses into Khloé's perspective on resilience, motherhood, and the challenges of living in the public eye. Khloé, who has been a central figure in keeping up with the Kardashians and the Kardashians, did not shy away from acknowledging the scrutiny that women, especially those in the spotlight, face on a daily basis. She discussed the constant commentary about her body, her relationships, and her role as a mother to her 2 children. Instead of letting the pressure define her, she spoke about how she learned to separate her self-worth from public perception. "I've had to create boundaries with myself," she told Cooper. "If I gave every headline or every opinion power, I wouldn't survive in this industry. My job now is to remind myself, and other women, that strength doesn't mean perfection. Strength means getting back up." This candidness resonated with listeners, particularly women who see echoes of their own struggles in Khloé's experiences. By addressing issues like body image, online bullying, and balancing career with personal life, Khloé turned what could have been a superficial celebrity interview into a heartfelt conversation about resilience and self-love. Chelsea Handler brings humor and advocacy. Where Khloé's episode leaned on vulnerability, Chelsea Handler's appearance brought wit, humor, and unapologetic honesty. The comedian, writer, and longtime advocate for women's independence and choice, sat down with Alex Cooper to share her own experiences navigating Hollywood as a woman who refused to conform to societal expectations. Handler, known for her sharp comedy and best-selling books, used the platform to discuss topics ranging from reproductive rights to aging in the spotlight. She noted how women are constantly told to shrink themselves, whether physically, emotionally, or professionally, to fit into cultural molds that no longer serve them. "People always told me, be more likable," she quipped on the show. "Well, guess what? I wasn't put here to be likable. I was put here to live my life the way I see fit. And that's the message I want younger women to take away. You don't owe anyone likability." Her episode struck a balance between laugh-out-loud moments and serious conversations about women's rights, equality, and the importance of using one's platform to advocate for others. It reminded listeners that feminism isn't one-size-fits-all, and that humor can be one of the most powerful tools for dismantling outdated stereotypes. Alex Cooper's evolution as a host. Alex Cooper's own transformation as a podcast host cannot be overlooked when considering why these episodes resonate so strongly. Early seasons of Call Her Daddy drew attention with shock jock style banter, graphic sex talk, and controversial dating advice. While that edgy formula built the foundation for the show's popularity, Cooper has since evolved into a host who can seamlessly pivot between humor and deeply personal revelations. Her interviews with women like Kardashian and Handler show a maturity and curiosity that keep the show fresh and relevant. She has leaned into her ability to create safe spaces for vulnerability, something that is rare in the world of celebrity interviews. Instead of tabloid-style questioning, she gives guests the room to open up about topics that are often sanitized in mainstream media. This shift has also made Call Her Daddy one of the few mainstream platforms where women can candidly discuss both triumphs and struggles without fear of judgment. By combining Cooper's bold energy with authentic storytelling, the podcast has become more than entertainment. It has become a cultural touchstone. Celebrating women across generations. What ties together the appearances of figures like Khloé Kardashian and Chelsea Handler is the intergenerational dialogue about womanhood. Kardashian, in her late 30s, speaks often about motherhood, rebuilding self-confidence, and managing public scrutiny. Handler, in her late 40s, focuses on freedom, advocacy, and rejecting societal pressures tied to aging. Both perspectives highlight how challenges shift with age, but remain rooted in gender expectations. Listeners, particularly women, gain insight into how different generations approach empowerment. For younger audiences, Kardashian's emphasis on resilience resonates with the pressures of growing up in a digital-first world. For older audiences, Handler's refusal to conform offers reassurance that growth and authenticity are lifelong pursuits. Together, their stories remind listeners that celebrating women means embracing diverse experiences, whether they involve raising children under the glare of fame or rewriting career narratives through humor and advocacy. Broader cultural impact. The episodes featuring Kardashian, Handler, and other women guests mark a larger trend in podcasting. The push to center women's voices in spaces historically dominated by men. While comedy, commentary, and interview shows often feature male hosts and male perspectives, Call Her Daddy flips the script by prioritizing female experiences. This shift matters. Listeners crave content that reflects their own lives and challenges. Women, in particular, often juggle complex intersections of identity, career, family relationships, health, and societal expectations that deserve nuanced discussion. By putting these stories front and center, the podcast challenges traditional media narratives and offers a platform where women can feel heard. Reactions from fans. Fans of the podcast were quick to celebrate these episodes online. Many praised Kardashian for her vulnerability, noting that her candid conversation about self-image and motherhood was relatable to everyday women, even if their lives look vastly different from hers. Others lauded Handler for her fearless humor and sharp insights, describing her as a role model for women who want to embrace authenticity. One fan wrote on social media, "Hearing Khloé talk about resilience made me rethink the way I talk to myself. She's not just a reality star, she's a woman dealing with the same pressures we all face, just on a bigger stage." Another listener commented, "Chelsea Handler is the feminist aunt we all need. Her humor doesn't just make you laugh, it makes you feel braver."